have a question to ask you. Is drinking sinful or saintly? Before we answer that question, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss any of our videos. Okay, so alcohol has been a part of human civilization from the very beginning. Many cultures used wine in their religious ceremonies, feasts, or celebrations. The Catholic Church always had a healthy relationship with alcohol. Monasteries started brewing beer as early as the 5th century as a means of providing for themselves and to show hospitality to their guests. The Benedictine and Trappist monks were especially famous for their brewing skills. G.K. Chesterton even said, in Catholicism, the pint, the pipe, and the cross can all fit together. Some Protestants, however, had a total different attitude towards alcohol. Drinking was viewed as sinful and unholy. True Christians shouldn't drink. Catholics disagreed, of course. They viewed alcohol as a gift from God. This clip from Simpsons showed just how different this relationship with drinking was.
Marge Simpson, welcome to Protestant heaven.
Ruin one, hurrah!
Poppy, have you seen Dash?
But where's Homer and Bart?
Wow, up here, that feels good! Now dance, ya heavenly gobs!
I wish my family was with me.
Sorry, Marge, they're just not our sort.
Well, then, I'd like to speak with Jesus.
Well, I'm afraid he's gone native.
Oh, stop it! Oh, guys, I'm serious!
Okay, I don't know how accurate this is, but the Catholic heaven looks fun. It's true that the Catholic Church is much more accepting of drinking than most Protestant denominations. Catholics usually abstain only during Lent, while many Protestants avoid alcohol altogether. So, why is there such a difference of opinion? Is it a sin to drink alcohol? Well, if you try to check out biblical references to wine, it might seem like the Bible is contradicting itself. In some passages, there is an outright disapproval of wine, like God's command to Aaron in Leviticus 10 verse 9 and Samson in Judges 13 verse 3, or Paul's warnings in Ephesians 5 verse 18 and 1 Timothy 3 verse 3. On the other hand, wine is also referred to as a blessing from God to be enjoyed and used in temple offerings during Passover or Pentecost, in celebrations and banquets, and as a symbol of fruitfulness and new life. Passages like Abraham's offering of bread and wine to Melchizedek, the wedding feast at Cana where Jesus turns water into wine, and the Last Supper where bread and wine are turned into his body and blood show that wine isn't bad, nor is it a sin to drink. Then what's the issue? Drinking is not a problem, but drunkenness is. What is meant to be a good thing could quickly become problematic if you're not careful. Saint Paul repeatedly warns us against drunkenness in Romans chapter 13 verse 13 and Galatians chapter 5 verse 19 to 21. So, why is drunkenness a sin? The Catechism says in CCC 2290, the virtue of temperance disposes us to avoid every kind of excess, the abuse of food, alcohol, tobacco, or medicine. Those incur grave guilt who, by drunkenness or a love of speed, endanger their own and others' safety on the road, at sea, or in the air. Alcohol affects your thinking and judgment. You lose self-control and make bad decisions which could lead to immoral and sinful behavior. When under the influence, you could endanger yourself and others around you. Alcoholism could seriously ruin your health, cause you to lose your job, destroy your relationships, and leave you poor. Drunkenness ultimately displeases God and takes us away from Him. However, when used in moderation, it has many benefits. St. Paul recommends wine for those with stomach ailments. It builds fellowship and lifts our spirit. St. Thomas Aquinas, doctor of the church, thought so too. He said, sorrow can be alleviated by good sleep, a bath, and a glass of wine. Jesus also drank on several occasions and was even called a glutton and drunkard by the Pharisees. Of course, there are valid reasons for abstinence. For example, if you are a recovering alcoholic or are in the company of someone who is, it is best to avoid alcohol. So, what is the right attitude to have? Everything God created is good and is a gift. Drinking and eating in moderation with gratitude and thanksgiving helps keep the focus on God and not on ourselves. As St. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 31, so whether you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. So, do you still think that merely drinking is sinful? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you like this new format, let us know by liking and subscribing to our channel. Until next time.